Happy Paper Doll Saturday. Let's see what we are getting up to this week. We started off by doing the jive and then we went to a ball. After that, we decided that it was time for the farmer's market and to go on a picnic with our bicycles. Then we got together and it was garden brunch time. And then we went shopping. Why do anything in order, right? So today we are going to make something with the shopping ladies. And there is a new doll to share with you guys. Hi everyone, my name is Mary Lou and this is Create Junk Journals with Mary Lou. Here are the ladies that I created last week with the paper doll kit that I shared with you guys this week. And these are now no longer free. They have now gone into the larger collection of the paper dolls, and they also have their accessories. Are you excited? So this is the paper doll, one doll, two dresses. I printed out another doll that is also in my shop. She is part of the foundations collection, and I will be creating more of those dolls because I think they're kind of neat, and I do want to do something more with the lingerie from the 50s. So here is the doll, and then here is her accessories. She is going shopping for jive shoes and pretty heels and hats and a new purse and corsets and some jewelry and stockings and a nightie. And I added a couple of different ads with it. So this is actually like from one of my magazines, and I just picked some of the images out and put them in here. So this is legitimate 1950s material that I am sharing with you guys. And that is the same with the background for today, or for this kit. I have taken a whole bunch of ads from a magazine that I have, 1958 magazine, and put it together, and I am sharing that with you guys as a background. I thought it was really cool, and it just fit right into the shopping theme. So what can we do with that? Well, let me show you, because of course I have fussy cut everything already. Ta-da! Some would call it magic. I was prepared. So I'm going to take the dolls and put them aside for a moment because I want to create something here where there is multi-pockets. I want to create a pocket. And I think what I'm going to do is I am going to fold this in half like that. And I have to make a decision on which side I want to use. If I go like this and like this, then I only have the bride. If I go like this, then I only have this and not the bride. What if I tear this in half? This is a little heavier paper, it is. So, come on, for real? There we go. Okay, so if I put it like this, and then I have this one. So I've created this little pocket out of the background. And I'll show you how I did that. As you can see, I haven't glued it together yet. So what I did was I folded this piece at about 3.5 inches. So I'm just taking my nail and giving it like 3.5 inches. And I'm just going straight. There's straight lines there, so that's easy. Straight. Then I fold it up. I'm going to take my scoreboard because I think that is going to be easier. Okay, so I'm going to, so this I scored or I folded, and it is, this piece is 3.5 inches. Then the bottom part, so 1.25, I'm just scoring it. Then the next piece is 3/4. So 1, 2, 3. So that should be at 2 inches. Is that correct? Well, that's pretty good. And then I made it 1.5 inch. So I'm not 2 inch, so I need 1.5. So that's 3.5. And then that should fold everything together. So this piece I'm going to fold back. Then I'm going to fold it up. And then I'm going to fold this back so that I can fold it up. There we go. But it's kind of like just an accordion fold. There is not a lot to it. I just wanted it to be staggered so that I can stick stuff in there. And then I folded this. Let me just give this a little bit of a line right here, there, so that I can see where my fold is. And then I'm just going to fold this back like that. And sadly now the feminine part is gone, but that's okay. So there we go. And then I can put this in here and put this here. And they should be perfectly matched on either side. There we go. So now let's glue it together. All I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this top part down. And the glue that I am using is just Aleene's tacky glue, and I've watered it down a little bit so that it will come out of the needle nose. There's not a lot of water in there, just a little bit, because I also don't want it to be making my paper soggy. Okay, then I'm going to put some glue right here inside, right there, and right there. And I'm going to fold it back up just like that. I think I want to ink around it first. What am I grabbing? I'm grabbing walnut stain. All my inks that were so dry, they're all working now because they're all re-inked. I got a beautiful order in from the Paper and Ink Boutique in Calgary, and they are absolutely lovely. I am not affiliated by them. I am a customer. So, but if you are looking, if you're in Canada and you are looking for great, a great store to purchase your supplies from, I highly, highly recommend the Paper and Ink Boutique. They are wonderful to deal with. Okay, so now I am going to put some glue right here to glue this down, just like that on this side, because that way it's not going to move on me all the time. There we go. And same with this top flap or the bottom flap here. I'm just going to put a little glue in there and glue it down. So let's do that glue part again. I know this is more complicated than I thought it would be, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so this part will fold over and glue it down. Done. I'll put a little bit more glue right here at the top. I don't want it to come apart and I don't want it to be all too bulky, but there we go. Then I'm going to ink around these edges so that they are done. And I can't forget about them because I'm so good at that. There. And I'm going to go to this side first, and I'm just going to put glue on this piece and glue on this piece. So that is just the pieces where it folds into each other. So I'm just kind of creating pleats right now. That's all I'm doing. They're just pleats. And then I can, whoops, and then I can just put a little glue right here on the edges. Right there. And we'll glue it shut. There we go. So now I need to ink around everything, and I'll speed that up for you. Okay, so then I have this, and they are not quite the same, but that is okay. I'll just line the bottoms up, and then the top is just not, I just didn't fold this top flap over enough, so that's okay. But other than that, they should be pretty similar. Yeah, similar yet different, because it is my world where I can never create the same thing twice. Let's put something else behind there. So I want to have some interest behind the pocket. I don't want just this plain piece of stuff. So what can I do? I can probably do a little stamping. Let's do that. Oh, you know what? I have. I am going to use. I'm going to use this for some stamping. And actually, I may use some of my rust water because why not? just need to find my rust paintbrush. I want to use my good paintbrushes in there. So I may just pour some of this on here and rub it in. So someone asked me how I make my rust water. So I think maybe on Sunday I may do a bonus video where I am describing or I'm showing you what to do, or maybe I'll do a bonus live where we can discuss this stuff and just go, okay, well, this is what I want to do, and this is how you do it. I like that a lot. So all I'm going to do now is just dry it quickly. So now I need to put the pockets on here. So let's just glue those down. And how beautiful is that? Now, the reason that these two pages are looking completely different, one, because I just used the thing and I stamped it on there, but this is avocado dye paper and this is coffee dye. And because I used rust water, the rust water is um, mixing with the coffee and it creates a different color. So that's why it's bled into into like spots here, and it's got kind of a gray halo around it. I really like it. And then this side is completely different. It's okay. I don't mind. This is my journal. I am trying to kind of use this as an idea journal, and the paper dolls, um, and I'm just creating. Now, I do have a couple of ideas for a journal like this, and you will be seeing that all coming up too. Because I don't know what's happened, but this past week I've had so many different ideas that have come up because apparently I have nothing better to do. So, yeah. Um, So there's a few different things that are going to happen. Um, most of that will be in July. It's not going to happen in June. For the month of June, I'm working on a nature journal, and so the whole paper dolls and everything are kind of going to be in that same direction with nature and being outside and doing things like that. So because it is June. I'm trying to kind of go with the seasons, um, and have a little bit of fun with it that way as well. Okay, so I have my two pockets here. I have I have a whole bunch of these little tags, and I really don't use them because I don't use pre-bought tags very much. I kind of make my own. So I'm just going to take 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that should do it. I'm going to take 6 of those, and I'm going to ink around them. I think I want to do the live on Sunday where I go into a little bit more technique, a little bit more on making backgrounds, making things like that, but do it live because that way I can also have some more interaction with everybody. And of course, don't forget that on Fridays I also go live. So there's lots of opportunity to hang out with me. And then there's of course the Facebook group, Mary Lou's Creative Circle, which is for where I would love to see you guys all join and share what you're doing with your paper dolls. Are you making pages? Are you making journals? Are you just collecting them? What are you doing with them? I want to know. I am sure there's other people that also want to know. So I would love to have you guys all join, and I will put a link to the group in the description below. So follow it and come and join us. Come and join me. And the other thing that I want to do in that group is do some behind the scenes. You know, I shared last week I wanted to do some stuff outside, and I actually did. Um, I went outside and I tried to dye some paper and stuff out there, but it was super crazy windy, so it didn't actually work. I think I want one bigger one. So yeah, it didn't actually work because my stuff was being blown all over the place. So I kept having to chase my book pages and everything down to the neighbors so that they didn't have my mess laying around. I had to pick coffee filters out of the tree, and you know, it was that kind of day. It happens, it is okay. I think these tags were created by Lynn in the paper and ink, not paper and ink, by Lynn in one of the other groups that I am part of. And she sent them to me, and they are absolutely fantastic. They're coffee dyed tags. So I'm just putting my lady right there on it, and then I'll just cut the bottom of her feet off. Perhaps, maybe not. The other thing you can do is just fold it over and then just tear them off and ink it. And ta-da! I really like the baby doll. Um, I want to make a set of nightgowns as well. So yeah, there's all kinds of things that are in my mind that I want to create, and I think they're going to be fun and interesting. Oh, here's another one. See, I can fold it back like that, and then maybe put this on there. That would be kind of cool. We'll go like this. Put this a little lower. I can go just like that on there, and we can probably put some of this in there. Let's put it that way, and that way. And then we have a beautiful little tag. And I am going to cut this part off. There. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I'm just going to sit here and decorate these tags. And then when I come back, we will create the new paper doll. So I'll be right back. I finished the spread, and I think it is absolutely lovely. I've used some of the pieces, bits and pieces that I have made in other videos to create. Her arm keeps getting stuck in the lace. To create tags and little other things, and I've just put it together like this. And to me, it kind of looks like a shopping spree kind of thing, right? We've got the shoes, and the purse, and the stole, and the hat, and some lace, and the corsets, and another shoe, and a baby doll, and another hat, some ads, and everything. And I think it just makes everything look really cool. What I like the most about this is that the colors that I picked for all the ads and the items that were used are soft and vintage. And then we've got the bright blue colors that are sticking out of that. And I think that just makes it pop so much. So in the journal, it is starting to get a little heavy. It's okay. I've made it so that it is allowed to get really heavy. It is mine. It's not going to be shared with anybody. So I am not too concerned if it is going to get a severe alligator mouth. It's all good. So that is the City of the Paper Dolls. So she's going outside. We are going outside. We are going to be working in the garden, creating a herb garden this time. Next week, we will be doing something else outside, but this week, we are going to be working outside. Let's cut her out. Ink, quick, quick little bit of ink. Okay, the shirt goes on first. So like there's lots of things that I want to know, and the only people that can answer those questions is you guys. So let me know in the comments. Like, give me some information. Like, what would you like to see? Would you like the same doll all the time, or would you prefer that I change them up here and there and um, make some different ones? And then this goes on here. And I'm going to have to cut the legs just a little bit, but that's okay. Just don't know how else that I am going to get it to sit where I exactly want it to sit. It just doesn't always want to cooperate with me. Just because I want different things doesn't mean that it is possible. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I have pretty high standards when it comes to what I do and what I create. And, but I do have to say sometimes, okay, that's enough. Don't be so picky. And I think this was one of those situations. And now she's not sitting straight, so that's this is where it's going to be. As long as the feet are somewhat under the pants, it's all good. There we go. It just needed a little adjustment, not a lot. And that's just on the bottom, so it's all good. Like, and the paper that I use to print the dolls out on is heavy photo paper. It's matte, double-sided photo paper, heavy, because it just fits better. Or it, no, it doesn't fit better. Because it just lasts better. It is nicer to use, and it gives you that heavier paper doll idea too. So it's more like a heavier cardstock. Okay, may have to lift the pants up a little bit. That's okay. Put one on. Whoops. That's one. Oh, isn't she just lovely going out in the garden? And I actually did find work clothes. Like, so this is definite 1950s work clothes, because I wanted to just stay in that time period. I am not ready to move on yet. There we go. So we need her hat, and there's two hats. Um, this one I think would be really cute to use if you put a little piece of real ribbon in there and you just tie that. But right now I don't want to do that one. I am going to use this great big floppy hat. And something that has been brought to my attention is that her face gets covered. Um, so I am trying to not cover the face all that much, um, but I am creating the hats exactly how they were, and I'm making them to size, right? So what you can do is you can cut the edge off and then put it on, and then you can still see her eyes, or you can just let's see. I might just be able to open it up a little bit right here, and I'm just putting my nails in there, and then I'm grabbing a small knife, and I'm just opening this up right along the brim, right there. Now it's open, and I can just slide her head right through that. And then I think it is sitting in the just about in the right spot. I need it a little bit wider, a little bit more open. So this time you get to see her face a little bit more. But yeah, like every hat has a front and a back. So um, it might not be easy to see, but I've definitely been creating them so that they can be opened up and used like that. So then I just fold this forward a bit, put glue right on here, and then I can put it into position exactly where I want it, just like that. And how lovely is she? I think she's so cute. And she's got some dirt smears because apparently I don't know how to ink properly. So that is today's paper doll. And I could have put in the shoes on her too, but I didn't want to. I wanted the boots. I like the boots. I hope you guys will like her. And, so she is going to be the freebie for this upcoming week. And then next week, she goes into the regular collection. So this is where we are at right now. I think we're coming along really nicely in this journal. This is, I haven't numbered them, but I believe this is doll number 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is number 7 already. Can you believe it? Like, time is moving. So this is going to be her spot, or maybe we'll move her forward a little bit again so that she could be with the picnic lady who also played outside. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to go and grab the freebie. The link to the coffee shop is in the description, and I'll also put it right there. The other thing that I want to mention this week is my anniversary week. So today and tomorrow, there is still, this is June 6th and 7th, 1920, 2026. This is my anniversary week. So in my Ko-fi and my Etsy shop, you will get a 25% discount if you put in the code MaryLou25. And the code is right here. Use that. And Monday morning, everything is back to no discounts. So she will be free for a week, and everything else right now has a 25% discount on it in both my Etsy and my Ko-fi shop. Have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. I hope to see you tomorrow during the live. And if not, I will see you on Monday when I am doing something with a mass made project. Have a great weekend. Bye.